Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, you guys are doing well. So what I'm going to cover in this video is one of the biggest reasons sales reps can't close any deals. And that's because they're going into the call, they're talking to the lead, and when they do the entire process, they pitch the product and everything, the lead is happy with it, and then they mention the price, and then the lead is like, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time. Suddenly, these objections, these excuses come out of nowhere. You know, they were happy all the way until you mentioned the pitch and everything, and now they suddenly don't want to go ahead. Why? It's because they're thinking, the lead is thinking as the person they are now. And you as the sales rep, you need to understand that. You need to understand that when the lead, the prospect, is giving you objections, they're not real objections, okay? They're smoke screens. Most of the time, the excuses, the objections that the prospect will give you are just reasons that don't actually mean a lot to them. For example, when they say, I don't have money, I don't have time, these aren't real objections. The real objection is their fear. It's the limiting beliefs that are stopping them from taking this action towards improving their life. And you need to help them understand these limiting beliefs, overcome them, and then these objections like, I don't have money, I don't have time, they won't exist anymore. So, if your prospect, after your pitch, after you mention the price and everything, they're like, I don't have money, I don't have time, then make sure you're not falling into the trap of trying to battle the smokescreen, because they do not care. You can never fix a problem that doesn't exist. I don't have money, that doesn't exist. I don't have time, that doesn't exist. It's a limiting belief that's making them say this to protect them, to prevent them from taking this action, to prevent them from buying whatever you're selling. So what you need to do instead, inshallah, when they say, I don't have money, I don't have time, then literally ask them, or mention this, inshallah. Is that not the reason why we're on the call today? If you had money, if you were a millionaire, would you be on this call right now to try and improve your life and earn halal income? No, right? So the reason you don't have money is the exact reason you're on this call. The fact that you don't have time is the reason you're on this call right now. If you had time and if you were doing all the things that you wanted to do, you wouldn't be on this call, would you? So you need to help the prospect understand and reframe. Reframing is one of the most important parts of a sales call, inshallah. Because the reason the prospect doesn't buy is because they're still thinking about the person they are now. And if you want to make the sale, and if you want the prospect to buy your product, then they need to think about the person who they want to become. They can't think about the person who has no money, who has no cash flow, who is poor right now and has no skill set. They need to think about the person, or they need to think in terms of the person who has already made it, who has that skill set, who takes those decisions, and it's all about making them align with that identity, so that when you actually ask them for ask them to buy the product, I don't know how to mention it, then they're making that decision aligned with the person that they want to be, rather than the person that they are at the moment. And this is a massive difference, inshallah. So after you ask them, after you tell them, well, the fact that you don't have money right now, that's the reason we're on this call. And then literally go deeper, inshallah. How long have you been in this situation where you don't have money? Can I offer a suggestion? Maybe do you think the reason why you've been in this situation for years, for the past several months now, is because whenever you're granted with an opportunity, you tell the other person, I don't have money. But is having money the symptom or the problem? The symptom, right? If you are always telling yourself, I don't have money and I can't invest in my education, I can't learn the skills that I need to make money because I don't have money, then you're going to be constantly in that cycle, right? To actually fix that, you need to change, reframe your thinking to, this is my situation now. What would that guy do? What would me 3 years from now, successful, has the skill set, has the dream life, what would he do in this situation? Would he use the symptom, I don't have money, to keep staying in that cycle, or would he be resourceful, find any way possible to take this opportunity because he knows this will give him the skill set, give him that dream life, and stop him from staying in the same cycle for the rest of his life, right? Which one do you want to align with? the person that you are now, staying stuck in that cycle of not having enough money? Or do you want to be the person that who's living your dream life, who has the skill set, who has the dream, the dream goals already achieved, and is doing all of those things? So reframe, well, let me check how much time, because I have a lesson in 10 minutes. So reframe their limiting beliefs so that they understand not having money is not a real excuse. It's a smoke screen. It's not a real thing. If they actually want to change their life, then they're going to have to start thinking, not in terms of, excuses, but start thinking in terms of, how can I make this work? Because another analogy is, if I tell you not to look for yellow cars tomorrow, what are you going to notice? Yellow cars, right? So it's the same thing. If you're trying to look for excuses, or if you're trying to look for reasons not to buy this product, not to change your life, not to achieve that dream goal that you've always wanted to, you're going to find a million reasons not to, man. But if you actually want to make this happen, then you can find a million reasons to actually make this work. So the decision is in your court, man. Are you going to, stay stuck in the same cycle you are now, or do you actually want to go towards that dream life? And yeah, well, as soon as the prospect, as soon as you help them realize that, inshallah, help them realize that there's really nothing stopping them, and the only thing stopping them is their limiting beliefs, and of course you need to help them overcome that. Once you do that, the sale is already closed, man. It's that simple, inshallah. But actually implementing it is a bit difficult. So yeah, that's what I teach in my free school community, inshallah. If this interested you, if you're interested about handling objections, closing sales from anywhere in the world at any time you want, then join my free school community. The link is in the description, inshallah, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in my community, actually. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.